All right, we are live.
Good
Eddie and
morning,
I are
fish
here again.
people.
Now we are doing the draft for the West. So this should be a good time. Ed and I are ready for the last draft to be over. We're kind of drafted out at this point. we've done some drafts this weekend, haven't we, Ed?
We have. Well, we were talking in the green room before we started it up and about Chubb. He was a great running back in the league and one of the highest paid at $12.5 million. Cleveland doesn't like that he blew out both tendons, both sides of his knee last year, and he was out for the full year. And he's supposed to come back like in a couple of weeks. But they cut it, or they said they would cut him, or he had to take a demotion in pay. And from 12.5 million, he went down to 2.5 million. And I think that's stinky.
Well, I don't know how they can get away with it.
You know who else had a horrible knee injury like that too? Now, in 2 years, hopefully he'll be better. Like I've been drafting that kid from Denver. It looked like he was going to be good, and he blew out both sides of his knee and missed all of last year. And then he's coming back this year, so he's a little slow. But I've been just drafting him anyway, because it's always like at the end. But he's about a month ahead of Chubb. So, but another guy who blew out his knee last year on both sides is your super tight end for Minnesota. It starts with an H.
Oh, what's his name?
Minnesota's awesome tight end. They got him from
Oh,
Detroit.
You're talking about. Oh God Almighty! Our starting tight end, Hawkinson.
Yeah, Hawkinson. He blew out his knee in week 16. So they say it normally takes a full year. He'd probably get off the PUP list, what I heard, around week 7, week 8. But they said he probably won't be playing till hopefully at full strength by week 16, which is pretty much just in the playoffs.
Which we're not going to be in the playoffs. I mean, come on now.
Oh, I just got an update that we're live.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, our fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. But that's just a bummer that I don't think that the NFL should. Yesterday I was very upset because I thought that CeeDee Lamb and what's that kid, Lamar Chase, shouldn't be sitting out because they've signed contracts. But if the owners are going to do the exact same thing to the players, I don't blame the players for doing it.
That's why I told you. I mean, I don't blame them, especially if you're a receiver or running back. Your playing life in the NFL is already so short that, I mean, I can get it, why they would do it.
Well, I think especially a running back.
I mean, all the guys that are at the same level as him now are all making 30 grand. He's sitting there making what? I think they said he was going to make $4.5 million this year is all. So I absolutely.
No, he's making 7.7.
That's still nothing. For a top guy, no. Now, top receiver money's 30 to 35 grand a year.
Yep.
See, my Vikings have the cap space. We would love to send Addison to them, maybe with a draft pick and get Chase. I think. Could you imagine Chase and Jefferson on the same field? I mean, come on.
It'd be the greatest pairing of all time. It'd be really close to Moss and Carter.
And we could get away with it. We could keep them both through the prime of their careers until we had to pay McCarthy, assuming McCarthy comes back. It's only a meniscus. I've never heard of a meniscus taking somebody out of the whole season, though.
They said they had to cut a piece of it off, though. And that's why it's like there's two different types of meniscus repairs, and one is they have to cut it. And that's what causes the problem.
Well, cutting doesn't sound like much fun. I mean,
I know. When I had my knee surgery on mine, I had torn cartilage, not ligament, which was good, but they had to remove the cartilage. So maybe very much the same. And what happened was it took me about 4 months off of hockey. But the first time I played hockey and I dove for the puck, I landed all my weight on my knee. I thought my leg had fallen off. The bone bruise on my kneecap was so painful. I didn't
oh
play
yeah,
hockey for like another 6 months. I literally totally stopped playing hockey for six
yeah. I
months.
bruised my kneecap in basketball one time. Me and this other dude went knee to knee, and it seemed like it took like 6 months before I had no pain from it. I mean, it seemed like it lasted forever.
Yeah, I went back to my surgeon like later that week to tell him I tore it all up because it hurt so bad. And he said, "No, not only do we cut the cartilage, but we scrape the top of the bone, which causes a bone bruise, and bones take a really long time to heal." And he said you've got a bruise that's slowly getting smaller on top of your bone. It's like,
Why?
oh
I
my
wonder
god.
why they have to scrape your bone like that.
I don't know, maybe to get the fragments of cartilage off where it was torn off. I don't know. It was swelling up like it looked like a softball on top of my knee, and it felt so good when they would drain it. Oh my gosh, it sounds gross, but they'd put that thing in there and it would drain out, and they're like, "We got to see if any blood's coming out." No blood came in; it was just all yellow. And he said that means it's cartilage, because if it was, oh my gosh, I'm not sharing with you.
You're not what?
I'm not sharing the image.
Where'd it go? It was there. It's gone. No worries. We'll get back up.
Let me see. There we go. Okay, the draft starts in 2.17 seconds.
I'm gonna grab my daughter's keys because they're gonna be here pretty quick. I'm gonna get her car out of the driveway.
Oh, Big J's in the house.
What's up, Big J?
I don't know if he knows that we're here. Hi, Big J. We are live. If you would, what is such a big word? Like to join us. Oh, where did I type that? Let me see it. Did you post the link for yeah, you did. Copy and paste. There we go.
All right. I'm gonna get this down where it needs to be.
I shared the link to Big J.
What's up, Big J?
Oh, and John, Surf City is in the house somewhere.
Yeah, they're not
Oh,
in the
he's
street.
got the
They're just
temp
in the.
spot.
God bless it. Are you kidding me? Mob Guppy got first round pick this year.
Yep.
Oh, Peter boy. Yep, he's live. Oh my God. This is going to be a long draft, Ed.
Why is that?
2 minutes. You set it up this time?
You know what? These are the 2 original years, I think. I think that the 2 drafts that were
Well,
2
luckily, it
minutes,
seems like everybody's here. It's going quick.
from
Big
this
J
is the
is
first.
up. Puff Puff Pack. That's Austin. I'm surprised he's not here yet.
I wonder if Austin remembers.
He picked already, so he must have.
Holy
June's
crap,
auto
I'm up.
peeking. You're up next. You're up, Ed.
I'm going with B. John Robertson. I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages.
Oh, this time somebody actually took my this is the first one I didn't have Jefferson available. I'm gonna take the kid from Detroit. Screw it.
Heck yeah. Boy, I might end up with Derrick Henry as my backup or my number 2 running back. We got John here picking twice. Let's see who John picks. He's live. This is crazy, folks. This only happens once in a lifetime. And
What?
there is Tom. Tampa Tom is here. And John, let's see. John just picked Wilson and A.J. Brown. He went double wide receivers. And who's up? Oh, Biz Wizzle's on the board. I wonder if it's going to go with Jonathan Taylor. It did. And Kenny's on the board. Let's see, what's he doing? Gibbs is the top running back, but Puka's there, or Paku, Derrick Henry. Let's see, he got Marvin Harrison. Boy, do I want to go with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I would have went another direction here, but you know what? Damn it.
I don't know if I should be doing this or not. You got Pacheco. That was probably goofy, but I like Pacheco. Well, hi, Nico. Nico wants me to get Nico Collins. Yeah, you do. We'll see if he comes back around. Wait, hey, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I see you. Just relax. It's nice being in the middle. Boy, I could have maybe let Pacheco go because I don't know. I think he would have been drafted by now. But ETN's still there. And he's a pretty good running back.
Ed.
What's that?
There's people drafting. You don't want to tell them who you're thinking.
Well, but we got to keep talking. We can't just let it be dead air.
I hear you. I love it, Ed.
Oh, look, Austin's here.
Yeah, I think everybody's here that's supposed to be drafted, which is cool.
And let's see. Now, who is this? I don't know who that was. Let's see. Did he just pick up Nico Collins? No, he didn't pick Nico. There's Nico. We're going to draft you, Nico. It says DK Metcalf is the guy that I should pick next round. I don't know about that. Let's see, the minions. Who's Scotty's minions? Oh, that's Scotty. Scotty just got Josh Allen. Sam Laporta, the super tight end, got picked from John. Now John's looking and he's deciding on, I don't know what he needs. Don't spill my pop. Nico's trying to pull my pop over. He likes to play with the ice, but I don't want him in my pop. Let's see, who'd he pick? Oh, Jalen Hurts. It's telling you to go with Josh Jacobs. Kenny is going with, Deebo Samuelson just went to Biz Wizzle. Kenny Dickin Edwards is on the board. And hey, thank you for your service.
You're welcome, man.
I need to tell you that more often as a friend.
All right.
Am I up? Oh my God, I'm up. Well, I'm going to go with Patrick. But it's pretty cool that you served to keep our country a good country for a long time. And hopefully someday it'll get back to where it was.
I would hope, don't you?
I was a dirtbag and didn't serve.
Well, that's not always a bad thing, Ed.
Oh,
you are
boy.
what you are. You are what, the life path people take, that's what makes them,
Yeah. Well, my biggest problem is I'm not good with pooping in front of other people.
Wow, Ed, did you realize we're even the later rounds? Even the later rounds, it's going 2 minutes a person.
Yep. But most people aren't taking 2 minutes.
Thank God, right?
We're only, we started this show early.
Well, we didn't start it, drafted until 12. We've only been drafting for 8 minutes. We're already almost in the 5th round already, so.
Wide receivers. Ugh.
Yeah, I've got to try to squeeze a member stream in yet, too, at some point today. Because my members got screwed because we started at 9 this morning.
I don't know who keeps texting me, but I can't be reading their text unless it's. I wonder if it's Austin trying to figure out how to get in or something.
If it is, tell them to. Well, he's in. Oh, you're up, Ed.
Oh,
no,
right. No,
Austin's up. Austin's up. There's Jimmy. What's up,
I said
Jimmy?
I said I wasn't gonna play, and here I am showing up all the time. What the heck is going on? Hey, I'm just gonna do some stuff around the room on the fish tanks, and I'm gonna listen in and throw my 2 cents in whenever.
Oh boy, now I'm up. I'm gonna go with this Trey McBride.
He's supposed to be pretty good. Well, I'm glad you did that because I really wanted that guy.
Who'd you pick up?
Kittle.
George. Yep, he's pretty good too. He's got the resume that's better. Jimmy, this is a scary draft.
And I love you, man. This is a scary one.
What are you talking about, Ed?
Well, I'm drafting 6, and players aren't coming to me that I thought they would.
Well, I will take this any day of the week, brother. I'm getting CJ. I'm getting Stroud in the 6th round.
There you go.
Picking 6 is good, Ed.
It's scary, Jimmy.
Well, you don't have to wait that long for your turn.
Yes, I like that. But my wide receivers are kind of suspect. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize what I just did. I've got Nico Collins and Tank Dell. I didn't even realize I picked up both Houston guys. I picked up Nico just because my cat jumped up on the table.
Well, that brings up an interesting question I have for both you guys. Do you look at the bye week of the players when you draft them to try to stagger them around? Or okay.
I try to.
Only 2 positions.
And speaking of which, the guy I've been busting your balls all weekend, I'm going to remind you about him. So maybe you get your guy this time.
Forgot what we were talking about.
Receiver.
No. Oh, no. We were talking about the position. What? No.
No.
Bye week.
All weekend. All weekend. I've got him on all 4 of my teams. So that should help you. I've been telling you. And 2 times I got him in the 10th round.
Well, but hang on. What was I talking about? The bye weeks? Oh, quarterback and tight end are the 2 spots that I care about the bye week. Don't eat that. No. You wouldn't like it.
Austin's up. Who's Austin going to take?
Austin is going to take Love because he loves some love. Nope, he didn't take Love. He took Evan Ingram.
I like that guy.
All right. Well, I'll go with Rashid Rice. You love Love or Ingram?
I like Ingram.
Ingram gets a hell of a lot of catches. Got 118 last year.
Yeah, and Lawrence was hitting him in preseason.
Do you remember when Sterling Sharp went over 100 receptions and everybody made such a big deal about it?
Yeah, I remember.
He got 101 or 103.
Yeah, the Giants didn't do much with him. I'm glad he went to Jacksonville.
I've been wanting to draft this guy for a few years. He puts up good numbers. I want to see how he does this year now. Now that he's got Jaden Daniels as a quarterback, McLaren, I think, is going to have a good year this year.
You know what? You're right about him. You always think that he's going to do really, really good. And he's a good receiver, and yeah, I think you're right.
Quarterbacks every time.
I think you're right about that. Yeah. Yeah, when you're a receiver, you kind of need a good quarterback, don't you?
They say that's probably a good idea.
Hey, Ed, I think I could play for the Chiefs right now. I think Patrick would hit me with a couple balls, here and there.
I bet you'd have better hands than Kadarius Toney. He'd probably get
you know what? You know what, Ed? I know I got better hands than that guy.
And I bet you're smarter than Herman or Nicole Harmon. That guy always runs the wrong routes. He's literally, if you track Mahomes' interceptions, half of them are because Nicole Harmon ran the wrong route. Oh crap!
I remember some. Yeah, I remember some of them. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really strange year for Mahomes, and they won the Super Bowl anyway. There you go.
Yeah,
That's what's kind of scary about. That's what's kind of scary about the Chiefs. Even when they don't play that well, they're winning. That's what a good team does.
Let's see what do you think Ridley's going to do in Tennessee? I've been passing on him this whole time.
Well, that's hard to tell, really.
Tennessee's
kind of a hard team to figure out sometimes.
Super hard. But I was thinking about that Zamner White, but I think I'd rather go with the guaranteed player.
Oh, yeah.
So I got him.
That's probably the smart thing, but you never know.
Yeah, and I need wide receivers that play on a different date than the 14th.
I've been hearing a lot of talk over the offseason with San Diego and Harbaugh over there now. And they're saying that he wants to run. And there you got Justin Herbert over there. I'm kind of wondering about their wide receivers, you know?
I know.
And even the quarterback himself, you know.
But Harbaugh's always had a top 20 wide receiver every year he's been in the pros. So I picked up that kid. Yeah, they were saying he normally has like one go-to receiver. So I picked up that Palmer. Is that his name?
Yeah,
the last
Palmer.
Overall in one of these drafts. Because everybody's
we'll
like,
see.
Yeah, they act like he's got leprosy or something.
Oh God! I don't know. I think this is going to be it's going to be a very interesting season this year. I think it's going to be wide open.
Mod Guppy just picked up his kicker and his defense on the turn of round 9, 8, and 9.
Yeah, he's going to get a D or an F.
Well, that's interesting.
Big J just picked up Brock Bowers, the tight end. Austin just picked up. Nico, you just knocked over my extra pair of glasses. Just picked up somebody. I don't know who. Well, that Zamner White came back around, so now I'm going to pick him up. But I don't know what we were talking about. It's like as soon as my draft comes up, I forget whatever we were talking about.
Taking a chance on this guy. I'm really pissed. I almost scared going with him, but oh well.
Who's that, Kenny?
Keenan Allen.
Ah. He had some good years before, but yeah, you're right. It's kind of
He always seems to get hurt, man, every time.
That's true.
So we're going down this time. Oh, there's Romano Doomsday. Wow, projecting him to have 71 catches and 961 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's an awful lot for a rookie with a rookie quarterback.
He's got, I think he's considered third on the depth chart right now.
He's awesome, though. I do like him.
I think he's going to have a good year. I know him and Caleb have already got a thing going, so.
What do you think Brandon Cook is going to do this year?
Hard to say. That guy, you never know with him.
I know.
Hey guys,
Really
starting next. Go ahead, Ed.
I can't really seems to like aggravating me during the middle of the draft.
Oh yeah, that's how it always goes with cats.
I mean, look.
Hey, I was going to ask you, starting next Friday night on the sports show, you guys are going to do your weekly picks, right?
Oh, I'm up. Yes.
I would really like to be a part of that, Ed. I'll just go ahead and ask.
Well, I mean, you're totally
Every
invited.
week, Jimmy, so you know, every week you can come up. I'll always have it in the chat.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
hey, I don't want to crash the party without being invited, okay? Of course, I'm
That's why
doing
we
it all
put it in.
weekend.
We'd love it if
I'm
there
doing
were 10 guys up here. We just love having people because it's a bunch of different opinions. You know what I mean?
Well, I enjoy talking to you guys. I mean that. And there are no sports fans around me at all in this town. I can't go anywhere to talk sports.
well, have you thought about moving back to St. Louis?
Well, Ed, I'm buying this house. I've got less than a year to pay on it. And I don't know if I could handle another move, to be honest. You know, I mean that really. I don't know. You know, my mom's gone now. My mom's gone, and my dad passed years ago. I got two sisters back in St. Louis, but I don't know, Ed. You know, I got all my you know, I got a good doctor here and stuff. You know, kind of stuff that concerns older people. You're not there yet, but I don't know. I'd like to visit. You know, sure, but I think I'm in my last house. I think so.
Are your sisters cool? Look at that. I drafted him, Kenny.
You got Worthy?
Yeah, I forgot to pick him up last round.
I was being nice this time. I wanted you to have your boy for one league.
Now, I'm going to plead ignorance on this Worthy kid. Is he a rookie or did he play last year?
No, Worthy is the kid out of Texas that they drafted this year for Kansas City, and he is a stud.
Okay.
I got him
well, I'm telling you.
leagues. I only was nice this one because I wanted Ed to have him for at least one league.
So they actually drafted a new wide receiver for Mahomes, right? How about that?
Yeah, and they traded down to get him.
Well, then he must be pretty good.
He's the fastest football player to ever play football. And that really made me nervous because that's what the Raiders used to do throughout the 80s and the 90s. They'd get these super fast guys that couldn't catch a ball. Oh, I mean, and look at stupid Valdez. You know, he couldn't catch.
Yeah.
He was fast, but
man, Ed, can you believe this? Round 13, I'm picking up Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
I hope he has a good year.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hope he does well. I kind of like that kid.
Oh, I'm up.
But so people know, I cannot believe it. Oh, there's Ryan. Tua Tagliafico, the Miami starting quarterback still there, which is hard to believe.
I just picked a sleeper.
What's up, Ryan?
I just picked up Gus Edwards.
Hi, Gus Ryan. The Bus.
So,
think he's still got something left in the tank?
I officially have the starting running back from every team in the AFC West. I got your guy from the Raiders, Pacheco, Gus.
Zamir White. You gotta start knowing the name, man.
Williams.
It's gonna come around.
Shamir White.
So Ryan, I
I
purposely
believe it.
made sure not to. The only rookie I took this time was Harrison.
Oh, okay.
So I got all those other guys out of my head this time.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Well, this time I got St. Brown, Harrison, McLaren, Allen for receivers. I got the second running back for Miami, that however you say it, Eshane.
Oh my
Then I
God,
got
Ed
Jacobs,
got
I
Worthy
got
this
Pollard.
time?
Huh?
Ed actually got Worthy? You let him have him?
Yeah, I let him
did
have
let
him.
me
He
have
got him
him.
in the 11th round this time. But I'm fixing to draft another rookie right now.
Well, Ed, with all those running backs, who do you need on your team?
I need a wide receiver. So, because I got all those running backs. It just kind of fell to me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, hey, maybe somebody will make a trade with you.
You could go with a tight end or a quarterback, a backup quarterback.
yeah. I don't know. I'd like to go with Mahomes every week.
Well,
I
Yeah.
really feel like I'm weak at
gotcha.
wide
You got
receiver.
Mahomes. I think you could be a little more comfortable with one quarterback.
Who's the starting wide receiver for Buffalo?
I don't think they really
Well, I
have
don't even
one
remember.
anymore.
Their receiving core is kind of decimated, but they have a couple of guys they really like.
Well, I got Samuelson. Am I up? No, okay. Samuelson last time, but I found out that he has turf toe, and I don't like having wide receivers with turf toe. Curtis
No.
Samuelson.
Oh, okay. I was afraid you were talking about Debo Samuel. Like, I hadn't heard that.
God, that'd be terrible. Even though I don't have him, so I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
This Karel Chikara Iri. I don't know. And then there's Lad McConkry, the guy from San Diego.
Oh yeah, Curtis Samuel and Keon Coleman. Yeah.
Let's look at
Right.
defense. Oh, man.
What's your take on Hollywood Brown? Huh?
I've got Hollywood in a couple of my leagues. I don't want 3 wide receivers from the Chiefs.
Well, no, that'd be a bad bye week.
Well, he's injured,
I'll take 2.
and his cousin's a moron, and he's a chief. I mean, that's 3 strikes right there, in my book. You got Youngway.
I've been hearing this guy's
Yeah.
supposed to have a good year, so I'm finally going to take him in one league just to see how he does. But I was hearing this Palmer is going to have a good year with Los Angeles. We'll see.
I can see that.
Palmer.
It's so weird. It's so strange. My backup tight end, I'm just going to leave him in the undrafted section. But
Yeah, I never drafted 2 tight ends in a draft. I always just 1, and then I just pick up a scrap, whatever. It worked for me. I'm not going to say it's working for everybody.
Yeah, Danny
There's
just
been a
got
couple
home. I
of
haven't seen
times
her
when
in a
I've had
week.
2 good tight ends, and then I didn't take the initiative to trade one, and so I think that really kind of just hurt me because I didn't try to trade one of them.
And I normally do the same with defenses and kickers.
Yeah, I don't draft more than 1 defense or kicker. We were talking about yesterday, Jimmy, that like some people don't draft any kickers or defense. They just wait till like week 1 when they have to set their lineup and then drop somebody. Then they can pick up more prospects. But you don't really learn anything before the first game. But it's an interesting strategy. If you're going to pick them last anyways, you know, it's not really going to be much difference.
If somebody goes on the DL, before the first game, then you can just put them on the disabled list and pick up your defense.
Yeah,
that's what Lady Metalhead did yesterday. Mm-hmm. I've only seen pros do it. I've never seen like a normal person do it.
She might be a pro. She might be a pro.
Hey, I get a kick out of her playing. I'm glad she does. That's great.
Yeah. It's always nice when we can include some ladies. You know?
Didn't Priscilla used to play with us? She don't play with us no more. Priscilla played, and then
I think only the
James's wife will play with us. Is James' wife playing this year?
I don't know if he told her or not. I texted him twice, but she didn't show up to the draft.
She was in the draft I thought I saw her log into the Yahoo. Maybe I'm wrong. I think so though.
Well, hey, something else about Lady Metalhead. Somehow I can picture her sitting in front of the TV set with a game on, dropping F-bombs. You know? I don't know.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, while her husband's out working on the motorcycle or the car or something.
I can just see her doing that.
That's good.
I can see Kenny doing it too.
Well, I never curse, dude. I'm an ordained minister.
It's weird how the auto draft sometimes it like picks real quick and then sometimes it
takes the full 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What
I don't understand.
I think it's people that come and go. Like John was drafting, so he comes and goes.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because it gives you a little more time if it thinks you might jump in there. Are you going to take Khalil Shakir? Oh, I guess you can't say that, huh? You might.
I can't. I'm trying to decide with him or McConkey.
McConkey, I think, is going to have a good year too.
Yeah, I'd lean Ladd, but I don't know much about Khalil Shakir.
Chargers got a little bit Keenan Allen. That's the other guy I was thinking about when I went with Palmer, but I think Palmer's going to have a good year.
It seems like he's going to be higher on the depth chart. That Khalil Shakir is going to get like some slot reps at the most, I think. You know, he's going to get other reps, but he's not really even a starter.
Let's do this.
Hey Ed, I think you got a man crush on that kicker. You got a man crush on that kicker, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
He's so cool.
I took him from Ed, and he was so disappointed. He's the only guy that can do a backflip and kick a field goal at the same time, though. You know, it's pretty badass. I mean, booty.
I didn't know that.
All the Atlanta games. The Atlanta games are all on TV here. So whenever he comes out, it's hilarious because the people really love him. Well, it's easy to say his name. Cool.
Look at your lineup. It just says L instead of Ladd.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. That is weird.
I hope that's not a bad sign.
Yeah. Give me the L.
Oh my God. He's the first guy to draft him. We forgot to write the name in. The L is for loser.
Yeah.
You guys, I have got to do better. Last year was my worst year ever in fantasy football. I went from a diamond rating all the way to a bronze rating.
Yeah, I want to thank you for that.
I had losing records in all six drafts that I did.
Blame Jimmy.
Well, I forgot to thank you for that, Ed. Thank you very much.
You got to start researching some defense. What do you get? Who are you gonna get for D?
Well, I don't know. Where am I at in the rankings? Because I have two defenses I'm
6
looking at
picks.
right now. Heck, I'll just say what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Miami Dolphins or
Yeah.
Detroit.
Oh, that's
Detroit's got
interesting.
that mean sacking team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in Houston, even though that you know what? Houston actually has a whole rebuilt team, don't they?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, their
They got
team looks ridiculous on paper. Like they might be the most talented team on paper.
Oh, and Miami got picked. So if Houston's there, it's Houston or Detroit, guys. I'm thinking
There you go.
Houston.
Houston, it is.
See, click
You
it.
keep tipping your hand, Ed.
Yeah, it's all right. Somebody's got to talk. Kenny picked up my quarterback in the last draft.
Is that right?
He's there laughing, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I got to keep talking. I don't care who you pick."
Who got first pick in this one?
Well, I wasn't even thinking about the guy. And Ed says, "Yeah, that CJ Stroud guy." And I was up. I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, Ed." Bam.
Oh,
I really like that kid. I really like him.
Oh,
we
maybe I
got
should
number
have
one
taken
overall pick in this draft.
the Mod Guppy.
Did they go with McCaffrey?
They did.
Yeah, shocker.
McCaffrey's the man.
Well, I don't want to jinx him, but I have a feeling he's going to go down again this year.
Oh, don't even say that, Jimmy.
Well, he might
I'm
because I
sorry.
drafted him again. He always goes
I
down
just
when I
had-
draft him.
Half my teams
just
are riding
had
on him.
Well, I know that, but you know, he's just so darn physical. You know, I mean, he
Oh yeah, for
busts his
sure.
ass on
Yeah,
on every
it's
play,
it's a
you know?
risk with any running back, and especially, some of them that are, don't mind laying the wood.
Yeah.
That's not
Well,
good.
I hope I'm wrong. I do.
Me too.
I have the second lowest score in this one. I'm probably going to be on the F tier here.
Yeah, because you only drafted one quarterback. That's all that means. That's the only thing that means.
What's going on,
Same as
Adele?
Surf City with John.
I don't know
Dale?
how they do that. I don't know how they do the grading. You know.
Well, they're just taking the
sometimes-
total point, but that's not how it
Yeah.
works.
Well,
How do you get out
that's
of
not
that?
always true, is it?
No,
You
I
know?
mean you could draft, you could fill your bench with quarterbacks, and then it would look like you drafted amazingly, but that would be a terrible strategy, I would imagine, unless you can really work some trades.
And then, of
He
course,
hasn't given
you
me
know,
my
one
grade yet.
bad injury, and there goes your report card.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm
Things
still
can
projected
change.
to get 124 points in the first week, which is about what I've been averaging in every draft. But this week, I'm playing Mod Guppy, who's averaging 125.
See, that's the other thing I think that they do to rank them is that they just take your week 1 points and then rank them by that.
Well, you see, I got 2 rookies on my team, too, so that's really going to pull me down. I think they go by last year's points. Oh, and I've got that Zamner White on this team, and he only got 80 points last year. So,
Yeah, Josh Jacobs was there.
yeah.
Hey, do you guys ever remember having a 200-point week?
I did several times.
I have, but
Really, Kenny? I didn't know that. Okay.
in
I
a,
know Brian.
Well,
Brian
the
had
first
a
year
couple.
that I won 2 of those leagues, I think I was at like an average of 190 something.
Oh well, my
we
God.
had 3 wide receivers then. We only have 2 now.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you kicked everybody's butt, Kenny. I remember.
Well, this year it's going to start over again.
League.
Yep. Everybody's 0-0 so far.
I'm afraid of
don't
my
know.
score on this one. I got an A+, A+, A-, a B+, and then this score. And if I get a bad score, I'm blaming Kenny for giving me Xavier.
Yep. They obviously
Wow.
downgrade for Xavier, given Kenny's scores. Xavier's gonna prove him wrong. I don't want him to, but he's going to. He'll be a good tool, especially with that quarterback throwing to him. You know, it's a good situation for him to be in.
It normally takes a long time for rookies to learn our offense. I mean, look at Cole Harmon. He still hasn't figured it out.
I used to not take any wide receivers that weren't in like at least their third year. But times have changed, man. These kids can come in and have an impact.
In his case, the only thing he has to know is post, go, and that's it. Because that's probably the routes they're going to have that kid running.
And he's got real good tracking too, which I really like.
Good speed, good hands.
Scantling never looked at the ball.
I bet you he gets 1,500 yards and probably 10 touchdowns this year.
If he does, that would be freaking awesome.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, I said it on the ASE, baby. 1,500 yards, 10 TDs. That's what Worthy's getting this year.
Let me grab this clip.
Yeah, I'm recording this. I am.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, Jimmy's good with the clips.
Hey, one other question about you. You said tracking, Ed. What is it? Okay, I play high school football, and I was a wide receiver and a cornerback. We played two positions back in the old days. Listen, what is the deal with these cornerbacks who keep their back to the ball the entire time?
Oh my, and that used to be a penalty. You're not supposed to play the man. You're supposed to play the ball.
If they turn around, they intercept the ball. Okay. I mean, almost every time on a close play, the ball goes right over their shoulder, and then that's it. Well,
there's a reason those guys are corners in the NFL and not wide receivers too.
Oh God,
I've totally noticed that. I was a nose guard and an offensive tackle.
Here's my team.
Well, I was
starting lineup, Ryan. I got Shroud, St. Brown, Harrison, Shane, Jacobs, Kittle, Keenan Allen for my slot. Then I got Fairbank and Philadelphia defense.
Nice.
Well, they rated me a C.
What did I get this time?
C+.
Oh, I'm moving up the ranks.
Yeah.
You brought me. It's because I got rookies and you got less.
I'm disappointed that they ruined this Chat GPT thing. It was so good last year, but now that they're just weird. In the mystical realm of fantasy draft, cat lovers emerged from the shadows with a draft grade of C, leaving the league scorers unimpressed.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's just lame now.
And it goes back to now it's crystal ball foretells. I mean, how stupid! At least my other one, at the end, it said that Love and Love and Rice would make a good boy band.
That's funny.
What did Kenny get?
Names. They're projecting me to be 8 and 10, and Kenny is projected to be.
You gotta click on his name. There you go.
C+. 5th place. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
9 and 9. A 500 team is what they're saying.
See, and here they're with this mystical realm again.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Bad AI, man.
And how about what's Mob Guppy say?
Why they probably hired.
Who got the F?
Yeah.
Who got the
F? Let's see. This is Big J got the F.
Big J. Oh,
Big
no.
J
Look,
always
all of his
drafts
wins.
a bunch of Raiders, so self-explanatory. You got an F.
Oh, ouch.
Wow.
He's supposed to win his best games are the last 4 games of the year.
I mean,
Where's
although
that
there's only 3 players that are real valuable, and one of them's a rookie, you know,
Oh, wait, this is the draft.
and the other another one's unproven. Yeah, that's how like
That's how they're rating these things.
that's how like against the average draft position.
Yeah.
So pick number 7, I was a negative 22, which is that bad or good?
Well, Seahawks. Woo!
Oh yeah, Clay's gonna come in with the Seahawks stuff.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
Daddy.
that's bad or
Yeah,
good.
Daddy.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Nice.
I really love football.
You want me to put Sheila inside?
Rasheed Rice was claimed too soon at 66.
Yeah, it says that every time I've drafted him, they said you drafted him way too early.
Yeah.
They said I should have waited till 88. But he was like in the block to be drafted by the computer people.
Yeah.
People are just
That-
down on him because they know that he's going to miss part of the
He's the
season.
commissioner of one, and
Yeah.
then now the people commissioner of the other one.
He's a
Yeah,
good player.
Boy, Ed does all of them.
He's just not going to be playing 17 games.
I think I should
Almost
work on
certainly.
like a bracket, and then like, hey, who bids on whatever.
I hope if he gets suspended, it's just for 4.
you have enough people or whatever.
We're talking about taking a bunch
Yeah, I
of
don't
these
think it should be
players
more
every
than
year.
4.
We're gonna
That sounds about right.
We have to get a keeper league.
Oh, nice.
I just hope they don't do it right before the playoffs and he gets knocked out of the playoffs or something stupid.
Dogs gonna freak
Yeah.
out when we go.
I think you guys are going to make the playoffs unless Mahomes gets hurt.
Well, no, I mean, I don't want him like being suspended week 18 and then be forced out of the whole playoff
team
system.
or whatever.
All 4 of them are 10.
All 4.
I don't know
Yeah,
if they can do that or not.
I
Yeah,
think next year we're gonna find out who really wants to play and drop that down to 3 so we can do 12-man leagues.
that's we'll have to see what happens. I don't know. You know, I mean, it really probably depends on his court case and how
You're like a members
quickly
only.
that gets resolved.
You guys got anyone?
No, we play for fun.
How I look at it is he got 900 yards in the last 7 games of the year. So if he misses 4 games,
Yeah,
he's going to have a better year than last year.
Yeah. you can
money,
still
though.
get
Like
1,000
$35.
yards. Of course, he's got a little more. Well, I guess that works for and against him. He's got a little more talent there next to him, or quite a bit more talent. You know, with Worthy and
Yeah.
Brown. So
I know you guys on.
Yeah, but they're both
Well, that can-
speedsters.
Oh, okay.
He actually, though, led all of college in long balls his senior year. 2 years ago, he caught lots of long balls, and the Chiefs never had him going long last year. They just had him doing close-up routes, so he just learned the
Yeah.
those routes.
in college, you're a little safer to just throw it up and let him go, let a tall guy go get it. You know, you try that stuff in the NFL, and it doesn't work out very well a lot of times. That's a big
Well, it
one.
does if you got Justin Jefferson
Yeah, but only one team has him.
or A.J. Brown.
Well,
Tyreek Hill.
They should put
Yeah,
the name of
yeah,
it.
another thing.
You can throw it up there and he'll go run to it.
Another thing that happens in college is these wide receivers are they're more wide open. The quarterback is hitting them when they're already open. And the pros, you kind of throw it to the spot and let them run to it.
No, I meant like the
Yeah.
Vikings quarterback. Can
Yeah.
you get him the ball? You know,
I think Darnold will get him the ball.
maybe. Wasn't
Whose
great.
team is this?
Hey Kenny, wouldn't it be funny if the Falcons went to the Super Bowl this year?
Well, that'd be hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, good defense.
At least that's when Tyler earned his money.
Around
Highest
9
paid,
and 10 is
highest
when
paid quarterback in the last 5 years, and not one ring to show for it.
Well,
Is Kyler,
for your
Kyler his
sake,
starting
I'm
quarterback?
happy that he left Minnesota. Now we don't have to listen to that for a while.
Well, what you're going to hear this year is I told them to draft Nix and not McCarthy.
Well, that's true. You did say that.
I've been saying
Yeah,
Nix
you
the
did.
whole time. And when he is a Pro Bowler next year, maybe then my Vikings will tune in and listen to what I got to say once in a while.
We won't know until next year. 'Cause
Yeah, that hurts, man. Like, I mean, the Raiders have been blowing the first and second round draft picks year after year. You know, I mean, I wanted CD Lamb so bad a couple years ago. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we picked Jefferson up on like the 19th or 20th pick.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have had him that year. God knows we're not drafting that late.
Well, listen, guys, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to cut this short because all these guys just got back from their trip. So I'm going to see my daughter before they have to head back north here.
Cool. Yeah, for
Okey
sure.
doke.
Visit with the family. You've seen enough of us this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys,
Yeah.
it's been fun. Be sure to tune in to us every Friday night. We'll be going over once the fantasy league starts. We go over each division. Then we also do our weekly picks on who we think is going to win. So you have to tune in for that. And this year, we're going to try to do a better job of keeping track of it. So, all right, guys. We'll see you next
Thank
week.
you, guys.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Later.